And the name on the contract does say McMahon. However, the contract reads Shane
Originally, we did a couple of roadblocks, but maybe
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Butterfly Suplex Effect, the show where we take some of the biggest what-ifs in the history of professional wrestling and play them out through the medium of video games. Last time we started down the rabbit hole of what would happen if WCW had lived, if Eric Bischoff had taken over instead of the WWF. With that, we saw the Big Bang pay-per-view, and tonight we will continue down that same rabbit hole 1 month later at Bash at the Beach. So join us now as we see what would have happened if WCW had lived. So we kick off the Nitro recap with the debut episode of WCW Friday Nitro on ESPN. Shane just a victory and destruction from Snow allowed a fisherman suplex, securing the pinfall and the title. Up next we have Dustin Rhodes picking up the victory over Disco Inferno, with the Lone Star State of Mind lifting DDT into a pinfall victory. Following on, we have tag team action when we see the team of Team Canada, Lance Storm and Mike Awesome, picking up the victory over the Mamalukes, Big Vito and Johnny the Bull Stamboli. Mike Awesome hit the Awesome Bomb on Big Vito onto Johnny the Bull Stamboli. This secures Team Canada's #1 contendership. Following on, we have a match for the United States Championship when we see DDP defending against Buff Bagwell. DDP looks to be in control, setting up the Diamond Cutter, when Lex Luger runs in and attacks him for a disqualification. Totally Buff take turns putting the boots into DDP, but eventually find themselves arguing over the championship belt, getting into a tug of war. Eventually they drop the belt to push each other. DDP sees the opportunity, gets his belt and gets out of there. Following on, we have the Public Enemy, Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock, coming out and putting out a challenge to any tag team. The challenge is answered by High Voltage, Kenny Chaos and Robbie Rage. Public Enemy pick up the win with a super bomb, an assisted power bomb, onto Chaos. Up next we have Jeff Jarrett taking on Scott Putski in a battle of second generation talent. Jeff Jarrett picks up the win with the figure 4, but refuses to release the hold, demanding a title shot and screaming for the attention of Eric Bischoff. Road agents and security eventually pull him away from Putski, but the damage is done and the message is sent. And in our main event, we have Harlem Heat taking on the Steiner brothers in a collision of two of the biggest tag teams that WCW has ever seen. The Steiners come out first, followed by Booker T, but Stevie Ray does not show. The Steiners, seeing weakness, jump Booker T and beat him down 2-on-1. A video then plays showing that Stevie has been attacked in the parking lot We see his attacker standing with a tire iron as the camera pans around to show that it is none other than the Macho Man Randy Savage making his return to World Championship Wrestling. This brings us to WCW Friday Nitro on ESPN Week 2, air date May 18th, 2001. From here, we tag team action with Public Enemy and put in a challenge. This week, they're natural born thrillers, Sean Stasiak and Mark Jindrak. The Public Enemy once again pick up a win with a super bomb, this time on Sean Stasiak. From here, the 3 count, WCW Cruiserweight Champion Shane Helms, Evan Courageous and Shannon Moore take to the ring, and they sing a derogatory pop song about number 1 contender Juventud Guerrera and the Lucha Libre style of wrestling in general. This leads to a confrontation and then a 6-man tag team match with the 3 count taking on Juventud Guerrera, Super Crazy and Psychosis. The Luchadors pick up victory when Juventud Guerrera pins Cruiserweight Champion Shane Helms. From here, we see Canyon trying to get revenge in a match against Steve Corino, who cost to television title last week. Can pick the victory with a flatline, leaving Corino looking stunned and leaving Shane Douglas on the outside looking angry and worried. From here, we have one-on-one action with Jeff Jarrett taking on James Storm. Again, Jeff Jarrett picks up the victory with the figure 4. And again, he holds on the submission long after the bell has rung, once again demanding Bischoff's attention and a World Championship match. After this, we see Randy Savage appearing via satellite, saying that he doesn't just wrestle at random television shows. No, if Booker wants him, it's going to have to be on pay-per-view, and it's going to have to be for the World Championship. And in the meantime, while Booker considers that proposition, he can just deal with the Steiners again. After this, we have a match to set up number 1 contendership for the United States Championship. We also see teammates colliding as Lex Luger takes on Buff Bagwell with DDP on commentary. Just as DDP is saying that he does not care who the number 1 contender is, the match spills to the outside, with both Luger and Bagwell attacking DDP at the commentary desk, seeing their opportunity. This brings us to the main event, where we see Rick Steiner, accompanied by Scott Steiner and Road Warrior Animal, taking on Booker T. Booker T picks up the victory with the scissors kick, and just as it looks like the heels are going to use their numbers advantage, Kevin Nash and Sting take to the ring to help protect Booker T and hold off the heels. With all 6 men staring each other down face to face, Ric Flair comes out and gets between the 2 groups. There's pushing back and forth, but Scott Steiner is particularly aggressive, which sparks Flair into attacking him with a series of chops. This sends the heels bailing out of the ring and leaves no doubt as to Ric Flair's side in this conflict. This brings us comfortably to week 3 of WCW Friday Nitro on ESPN, air date May 25th, 2001. We kick things off with the Public Enemy Open Challenge, this week answered by the Mamalukes. Once again, the Public Enemy pick up a win with a super bomb, this time taking out Big Vito. Up next, we see Jeff Jarrett picking up the win over AJ Styles, once again with the figure 4 leg lock. But before he can do damage, once again, Eric Bischoff comes out. And he tells Jeff that Jeff can have his World Championship match if, at Bash at the Beach, he can beat Eric's hand-picked opponent. Up next, we see Juventud Guerrera pick up the win over Evan Courageous as stablemate Shane Helms looks none too pleased. Following on from this, we have WCW Television Championship action as we see champion Shane Douglas defend against Dustin Rhodes. Shane Douglas picks up the victory once again with help from Steve Corino. From here, DDP comes out to the ring and calls out Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell. The the tag team of Totally Buff start towards the ring, only to be jumped from behind by a returning Bam Bam Bigelow. DDP joins in the fight, and they all brawl away. Up next, we have a video. Booker T is with Stevie Ray via satellite. Booker T gives a health update on Stevie, letting us know that he will be back in action in the next 4 to 6 months. Booker T from here accepts Savage's challenge and swears that at Bash at the Beach, he will have his vengeance. And up next, in our main event, we see the Steiner brothers taking on the tag team of Kevin Nash and Sting. The Steiners pick up the victory with the electric chair bulldog on Sting after distraction from Road Warrior Animal at ringside. After the match, Scott Steiner grabs a microphone and cuts a scathing promo on Sting, Nash, Booker T, WCW, and more than all, Ric Flair. From here, we're on to Nitro Week 4, air date June 1st, 2001. We kick things off with Cruiserweight Champion Shane Helms picking up a victory over Super Crazy. From here, we have the Public Enemy Open Challenge, this week answered by Chronic, a returning Brian Adams and Brian Clark. Chronic pick up the victory, hitting dual powerbombs on Public Enemy for the win. Following on, we have Kevin Nash taking on Road Warrior Animal, with Kevin Nash picking up the victory. We see tag team action again as we see Shane Douglas and Steve Corino taking on the team of Kanyon and Dustin Rhodes. Kanyon and Dustin pick up the victory over Douglas and Corino, ensuring that at least one of them will be number one contender again. Following on, we have Lance Storm picking up a victory over WCW Tag Team Champion Sean O'Haire. After the match, the champions try to gather themselves as Team Canada look to be the next Tag Team Champions. And in our main event, we see the tag team of Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell taking on the tag team of DDP and Bam Bam Bigelow. Things seem to be going well for DDP and Bigelow when Bigelow accidentally splashes DDP in the corner, allowing Totally Buff to pick up the win. After the match, the Magnificent Seven take the ring and look to host a welcome party for their new leader, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Randy Savage never officially accepts the leadership. Egos flare between all 7 members, leading to the Macho Man storming out of the ring. The camera follows him as he goes backstage to see him being jumped by Booker T with a tire iron. And this brings us to our go-home episode for the Bash at the Beach, WCW Friday Nitro on ESPN, air date June 8th, 2001. We kick things off with Tag Team Champion Chuck Palumbo taking on number one contender Mike Awesome. Once again, Team Canada has a victory over the champions when Mike Awesome pins Chuck Palumbo after an Awesome Bomb. The tag title reign of Palumbo and O'Haire looks to be in danger from a seemingly unstoppable Team Canada. From here, we see Juventud Guerrera pick up a win over Shannon Moore, days before he takes on stablemate Shane Helms for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Up next, the Public Enemy come out, not putting out an open challenge, but instead very specifically challenging Chronic. Chronic are more than happy to oblige, and all 4 men end up in a brawl leading to a no contest as various tables are broken. As the fracas moves away from the ring, it is announced that at Bash at the Beach, they will face each other in a tag team tables match. Up next, we see Kanyon taking on his tag team partner from last week, Dustin Rhodes, in a match to decide who will be the number one contender at Bash at the Beach. Kanyon defeats Dustin with a flatliner to secure his spot against Shane Douglas at the pay-per-view. Both men shake hands. Dustin looks more than happy to endorse Kanyon to be the next television champion. Up next, we see Bam Bam Bigelow taking on Lex Luger. Before a decisive victory can be earned, both DDP and Buff Bagwell insert themselves into the match. As the four men brawl, Eric Bischoff comes out and announces that at Bash at the Beach, we will see a very unique tag team match where the man who picks up the pinfall or submission victory will be the United States champion. This means that DDP's title reign is in jeopardy from his own tag team partner. In our main event, we see Jeff Jarrett taking on Sting. Jeff Jarrett picks up the win over Sting by disqualification after the Steiners and Animal interfere, knocking down Jeff, specifically to cost Sting the match. Before they can do any more damage to the icon Sting, Kevin Nash and Ric Flair take to the ring and brawl away. And in our final segment, we have a contract signing between Booker T and Randy Savage. The ring is absolutely lined with security as tensions are so high. There is no physical contact between the two men, but both sign their names to the contract, vowing to leave Bash at the Beach as World Heavyweight Champion. Hello everybody and welcome to Bash at the Beach. We are kicking things off strong with Cruiserweight Championship action.
Well, what I say, what can I just say, it's fucking warm in here. Bash at the Beach never really disappoints here. And look at the crowd here tonight. They are really excited here for some Cruiserweight action. I mean, could you expect anything else here from WCW, the home of the Cruiserweights?
It's so hot in here, I nearly wore a thong.
You mean you're not?
Oh! No, I didn't get that memo. Hey!
No, I'm
It's supposed to
sorry.
be a family show.
Well, nevertheless, we saw this gentleman really putting in the work at the last couple of weeks of TV, guys, and well, he's been a highlight of Nitro, and he was a highlight of the last time we came to you on pay-per-view, when he very much proves himself to be best of the field when it comes to the Cruiserweights. Problem is now he has to go one better. He has to beat the champion.
He has survived 7 of the top contenders in the division. The Juice, Juvi Guerrera, ready tonight for Sugar Shane Helms.
They call him Juice, but what type of juice is he?
Look, you have to ask him that question yourself.
If he wins, I'll ask him. If he loses, we'll leave it as a mystery.
Cruiserweight gold may lie in this man's immediate future. The only thing stopping him is Sugar Shane Helms and possibly his bandmates.
Now, this is why we're here. This is what we really want to see. Yes, the juice is loose, but now it's time for the Sugar Shane Show.
I think my broadcast colleague here seems to imply that this Cruiserweight champion is as sweet as he implies, but I think it's fair to say he might be a little bit too sweet for some people's liking.
This guy's so sweet, he keeps dentists in business. Look at him. He's an absolute superstar. He's got the moves, he's got the looks, and most importantly, he has the title.
Yeah, more importantly, he's got the entourage. There'll be absolutely no problem interfering for him to ensure that his opponent doesn't get the 3 count.
There's no such thing as interference. They're merely acting in their bandmates' best interest. You'd know if you had any bandmates or friends for that matter.
Look, you don't need to get this personal this early in the show. I'm just pointing out the facts here that Shane Helms, like he always did, will take any advantage he can get. And those two guys right there, left and right of him, are going to be an advantage. There's no doubt about that.
There's no
Undoubtedly,
such thing.
Shannon Moore and Evan Courageous could play a factor in this match.
There is no such thing as a one-man band.
I think a certain Double J will take umbrage with that question.
But be that as it may, it is now time. The Cruiserweight title on the line. The stakes could not be higher in our opening contest, as
Right, for
referee Charles Robinson takes the belt.
It's a big night for Juventud Guerrero, but again, it's also a big night for Shane Helms. This is his first title defense on pay-per-view since we've returned here in WCW, and he needs to lay a marker here because rest assured, Juventud Guerrero is a hell of a contender, but there are more on the way. A lot of upcoming talent here in WCW, and Sugar Shane Helms needs to set a benchmark for the rest to follow.
No doubt about it. He has everything to prove here tonight, and already Juvi Guerrero outmaneuvering him.
Somebody, referee, check on Shane. Check on Shane. That's absolutely disgraceful from Juventud.
What? Disgraceful? It's a neck breaker.
Exactly. He's trying to break a man's neck and a kick to the head as well. This guy has absolutely no class whatsoever.
I mean, again, I want to remind you, this is a professional wrestling performance. This isn't ballet. I think you're in the wrong show if you think this is too rough.
And that's what I want to see. See, you want to talk about ballet. Look at those moves. Look at those absolute, almost dance-like moves from Sugar Shane. Oh! This is what you like to see. See, this is what a champion does. He puts on the pressure and he keeps it on. Perfectly legal kicks there by Sugar Shane. Absolutely fantastic.
You're very quiet about those closed fists that he was doing there against Juventud.
If the referee doesn't call it, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Very physical opening contest here.
Both of these men know in the early goings of WCW how important it is to hold championship gold.
That is for sure. Again, the pressure is on Shane Helms. I don't know what the referee's
Keep him
stopping
back,
him
referee.
for.
Keep him back, referee. Bit of respect for the champ and get him back in the ring.
What's he going for here?
Oh,
goodness. What a move from the Juice.
Driving him head first into the apron.
I think I can see Sugar Shane's face still in the mat.
I think that's just his makeup, buddy.
You think being that good looking is natural? There he is, Sugar Shane, back in where he's supposed to be, and absolutely nothing else happening whatsoever. Keep our eyes on the ring because that's where the action is.
There is no reason for Shannon Moore to be getting over that side of the ring, but look out.
Oh. Well, Juvi has to keep this in the ring for fear of what's going to happen with Shannon and Evan back on the outside of the ring. But right now, he's no trouble with that.
Vicious powerbomb.
Am I the only one who saw a leg on the rope? This referee's clearly biased.
I think, yeah, well, like I said, the referee missed the close fist earlier on, so fair game here, buddy.
Juvi, you keep your eyes on the prize. This is absolutely disgraceful. These are absolute legitimate reason for these men to be by Sugar Shane's side. They have their manager's license. Absolutely. Oh my God. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Oh, he hit him.
Oh my God.
The skill and talent it takes to do that.
It's not skill, it's not talent, it's reckless is what it is. This is not what cruiserweight action is supposed to be like. This is supposed to be technical, pure wrestling skill, not someone just throwing themselves to the wind like that.
You say that, but like throwing yourself to the wind is exactly what Juvi needs to do in this match. Like, I don't know if you realize the two guys around the ring makes this a 3-1 handicap match in all but name. He needs to keep moving. He needs to keep taking moves. And he needs to opportunity
picture perfect net breaker there by Shane Helms. Absolutely fantastic work. And look, Juvi can't even get up under his own power. Shane's so kind and helping him up there.
Charles Robinson doing his job, seeing the chair that Evan Courageous threw in the ring.
I didn't see a chair.
We all saw a chair.
All I see is a basement drop kick by Shane Helms. I mean, we're supposed to be calling the action here, guys. I don't know what you're talking about with chairs. That's exactly what you want to see. Beautiful top rope action. My God, Sugar Shane taking flight.
So we got the safety numbers here. Come on, Juvi, fight back. There we go.
Crab.
That was a tap if I've ever seen one.
Oh, Juvi fighting back here.
I didn't see the referee checking those boots. He has to have springs in his heels. This can't be legal at all.
Ooh. Hang on. We're going for a stretch here, looks like. Got him in tight here.
Can Hoovy survive?
Looks like
You're
it.
talking. I don't think we have seen such horrible, unsportsmanlike conduct there. That was a complete closed fist by Juventud Guerrera.
Yes.
Oh, that is more like it. That's what we want to see. Thank you. And
Hoovy gets to fight another day here. Yeah.
The frustration
just
growing on the face of Helms.
Ooh.
I think we can call that an absolute show stealer. Thank you, gentlemen. The right man won in the end.
No doubt about it, his means may not have been clean, but Shane Helms has done it and remains at the top of the cruiserweight mountain here in WCW.
Well, I have to give it props to Shane Helms there. It looked like that Hoovy had him covered there for certain parts of the match, and well, the two guys at backstage wasn't a factor. He won by merits. I'll give him that much.
Cruiserweight action on to hardcore action. We have got tag team tables match up next.
Oh, this is going to be carnage. I can't wait for this.
So you're telling me this is a tables match? You think the WCW management got a deal on these tables at a warehouse or something? Where exactly are we sourcing these tables from?
I think I have to forward that question to Eric Bischoff, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Public Enemy themselves were supplying them. A specialty match of these two Philadelphia extremists.
You can hear the crowd. You can see the crowd waving along here with these guys. They are a popular bunch, obviously for their extreme style of wrestling. Be interested to see how this blends with the other tag teams in the division, who we'll be seeing later on tonight, of course.
Oh, I'm waving along too, but I'm trying to say goodbye. Goodbye. Go back to Philadelphia and take your splintery tables with you.
But tonight they run into a wall of absolute muscle in the form of Brian Adams and Brian Clark.
Well, like I said, Public Enemy aren't no slouches themselves. I mean, they are at a comfortable, not necessarily a deficit in weight, certainly, but they are powerhouses in their own right. They should hold their own here against Chronic.
The reason they have all of that weight is because they had to eat all of the food off the tables before bringing them down.
Would you stop? Crowd here not too keen on seeing Chronic back in WCW, but here they are.
Of course they don't want to see Chronic. They're exactly what these absolutely disgraceful fans aren't. Impressive, physical specimens. No waving, no cheering. All serious business.
So boring is what you're trying to say.
We'll see what's boring about watching Public Enemy eating those tables.
I mean, you seem overly confident here in these Chronic guys. I mean, they're not exactly well versed in the extreme arts, shall we say. Well, Public Enemy, this is their wheelhouse.
It can be their wheelhouse, it can be their square house, it can be their triangle house. I don't care what type of house it is. You're telling me that these two absolute Greek gods have anything to worry about from Thing 1 and Thing 2 over there?
Well, undoubtedly, the stipulation of this match favors Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock. But woe betide any team that underestimates Chronic inside those ropes.
They certainly seem focused on their task here. Not really phased by the crowd booing them out of the building here, but you don't win prizes for beauty contests here in pro wrestling, but let's see how this match plays out. Wow, they're going straight at it.
There we go, tornado rules in effect, all men legal all the time.
They've wasted absolutely no time here. These two teams are brawlers to their fault, and well, this I would say it's broken down quickly. I think it didn't even the bell rung yet before they started throwing shots at each other.
And as we can expect, Chronic on top, completely dominating from the... Hey, put that table down! Put that table down! What does he think this is, a tables match?
It is.
Of course, it's the first team to put both opponents through the table will be marked the victors.
Oh, then we have absolutely nothing to worry about because Public Enemy can't cow past one.
But there's also a very good point in that sense there, despite my broadcast colleague's best interest, is that there will be a stage in this match where, say, if somebody does eliminate a tag team partner, will be at a deficit. The number of games is going to come into play here. What's a grunt shot there?
Was that a shovel?
I'm pretty sure it is. Or at least a spade. Oh, that looked nasty. I'm going to have to get a replay of that.
He had to have broken the table. Clearly, what are these things made out of? Titanium?
I don't think he did. I think he caught the edge of the table, which isn't enough. He has to go through the table. Otherwise, I would be suggesting to our medical staff here that maybe the back of his head hit the back of the side of that table. But Rock seems okay anyway.
Spade. This is supposed to be a tables match, not a spade match. What are they going to bring out next? Clubs and diamonds? Yeah, a couple of jokers. These two Public Enemy jackasses.
I mean, you could do it with a heart, so I think this works out really well for you.
Yeah, well, if only you had a brain.
Now you're getting personal. Oh, is that a hockey stick?
Public Enemy like their hockey jerseys so much. They should definitely be used to taking a hockey stick to the head.
Ooh. Rock landing on the table there. It's good that you didn't break it. That probably could have counted as elimination.
We've got stairs, we've got spades, we've got hockey sticks and tables. It's like, oh my God, this is too much to bear.
Oh.
I do not envy the WCW officials here having to keep control of this match because all four men here are just providing nothing but chaos in the ring and out of the ring right here.
There is no control. This is absolute anarchy. But it is what both teams wanted.
Oh. Public Enemy like jumping into the lion's den there and coming up short a little bit here, although Johnny Grunge is fighting back as best he can here.
There's something I will say. Public Enemy are too stupid to know when they're beaten, and they just keep coming.
Well, that can be advantage in some aspects here, but it looks like Chronic have got the advantage over their opponents here.
We are already seeing the numbers game come into effect.
I think one of the guys from Chronic there knocked the table over, which could have saved, ironically, his teammate there because Rock was eyeing up that table for a power move there.
Pure strategy. Absolute pure strategy. No wasted motion. Like real proper wrestlers.
Oh, clash of the heavyweights right in the middle of the ring here. That's Brian man. Oh, shoulder breaker. That's gotta hurt.
For all of these weapons and all of these moves, no one's been trying to put anyone through the tables.
I think
they do seem content to hurt each other here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's more important for these two teams to try and incapacitate their opponents first and then put them through the tables. Because at this stage in the match, I don't think any quarter has been given yet between any of these four men.
Public Enemy are separated. The number is coming into play here.
Hang on. What these guys got in mind here? Going for a
They're
slam.
Not looking good. Rock.
Oh!
From the ring and through the table, and now Johnny Grunge finds himself in a handicapped situation.
Well, I don't fancy his chances here, guys. I think it's only a matter of time before Chronic rip him apart.
Shall we call the ambulance for Johnny Grunge now, or will we be kind and wait till after the bell?
Well, yeah, he still has a fighting chance here. It's just going to be twice as difficult now without his teammate to back him up.
Twice as difficult, still 2 more times than he's able to count. Yeah, these guys may be the Public Enemy, but you know what? They're also the enemy of the public school system.
It's easy to laugh at these two guys, but these two guys are one of the greatest entertainers on the roster right now. And look, this might not be their night. Like Johnny Grunge's going to have to do something serious now, or he is going to go through this table here.
I think this is very entertaining. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh, that's it.
Go back to Philadelphia.
Chronic pick up the victory in a brutally physical match.
And again, no reaction from the two men. This was just business as usual for them.
And if you're either Team Canada or Sean O'Hare or Chuck Palumbo, you have got to be paying attention to Chronic now. So with that, we cut to backstage where we see Randy Savage standing with the interviewer.
Well, it's so good to be back here in World Championship Wrestling. Oh yeah, Macho Madness is back. Now, I wanted to make it extremely clear that I might be slightly aligned with these Steiners, but I ain't joined no Magnificent Seven. Oh yeah, I may be a wild man, but I ain't no cowboy. Okay, so it's like I always say, why do you want to be one of seven when you can be one of one? And that's the lesson I want to talk to you about, Booker T. You see, Booker, you got that Harlem heat, and that's about the only thing powerful enough to quell my macho madness. Yeah. And you got your Stevie Ray, your little Stevie Ray, big brother. Little man went down like a sack of potatoes. Oh yeah, I turned him into chips, and that's what he is, an old chip off the block. And I think that block's been weighing you down, Booker, because I am the best there will ever be, and I want to see exactly how good you are when you're flying too close to this sun. Oh yeah, now can you dig it?
Strong words from the Macho Man for Booker T. We will see that in our main event. But up next, we have more championship action.
Well, this is somewhat of a rematch of our opening show a few weeks ago on ESPN. Didn't go quite as planned for Kanyon, has to be said. Shane Douglas had a bit of an ace up his sleeve in the end. But this is an opportunity for redemption for Kanyon tonight.
That is true. Both Chris Kanyon and Shane Douglas earning their way into that matchup. Kanyon looked like he had it, looked like it was locked in, but unfortunately for him, Shane Douglas had other plans, and he had Steve Corino waiting in the wings.
Quite frankly, I'm not surprised with Shane Douglas. I've mentioned on air countless times since we've come back on air how much I'm in contempt with the ways of Shane Douglas, and there'll be no difference tonight. Just quite frankly, it doesn't surprise me that he needed to get someone else's help to fight his battles for him. And no doubt tonight's going to be more of the same. I just hope that Kanyon has a plan B installed for this man right here.
He could have a plan B, plan C, all the way to Z. All we know is who is better than Kanyon, and Shane Douglas is looking to punch his loyalty card and get himself another free win here in WCW. Like Douglas, you can't tell me he doesn't look great with that championship. So much better than Kanyon.
Well, he certainly thinks he does.
Yeah, I asked him and he told me. And you know what? I agree with him.
Yeah, it kind of checks out that Shane Douglas wants to surround himself with sycophants.
Can you spell that? I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna write a letter to HR. Is that two 2 Fs or 3?
At least tonight, Steve Corino is ringside and in full view of Canyon. He won't have the opportunity to come from behind, one would hope.
Yeah, well, much like everything with Shane Douglas, he'll always have a trick. He'll always find some advantage. And you can bet your bottom dollar that Steve Corino will interfere in this match whenever Shane Douglas needs his help.
There was talk of interference at the start of the broadcast, and there's talk of interference now. I think the only interference that's going on is in between both of your ears. This is going to be a stand-up, clean wrestling match. Nothing untoward is going to happen. I guarantee it.
So I might get the feeling I'm going to have to hold you to those words, but either way, Shane Douglas will paint this as a victory one way or another, as he's trying to stamp his authority on the US title tonight.
It's stamped, it's signed, it's sealed, and all he needs to do is deliver this win.
He was even reluctant to give the title away to Charles Robinson. That's how much of how possessive he is of that belt.
But no doubt about it, Shane Douglas, no matter what title it was, whether he was television champion, United States champion, or world champion, he believes the belt that he holds is the championship in all of professional wrestling.
I really admire his self-confidence. I really, really do. To think that you're a more prominent champion than Booker T, the 5-time WCW champion, is really saying a lot about Shane Douglas's massive, colossal ego.
Well, in the early going, it does seem that Canyon has the advantage, dropping those huge hammer blows across the bridge of the nose of the franchise.
It looks like Canyon's a little bit upset. I wonder what's after getting under his skin. Could it be the fact that he can't seem to beat Shane Douglas?
Oh, come on now, you're being unfair. The last time these two were in the ring, Steve Corino interfered on Shane Douglas's behalf. That says nothing about Canyon, that says more about Douglas.
A win is a win is a win.
Well, no doubt about it, Chris Canyon feels like he had that title stolen from him.
Well, I mean, it goes without saying, it wasn't a fair fight. Don't get me wrong, Shane Douglas can do a fair fight if he wants to. I mean, at least you forget, he did quite comprehensively beat Dustin Rhodes at the Big Bang. He can do it when he wants to. He just takes the easy way out every single time.
It's his way or the highway. If it's an easy way or the hard way, it's Shane Douglas's way. And that's what he told me to say.
How much did he pay you?
I'll tell you after.
But either way, things seem to be going his way right now, controlling Canyon on the outside of the ring.
And absolutely no interference from Steve Corino. Everything going completely above board. He's even walking away, giving room for Shane Douglas to work. What an honourable man.
Charles Robinson right there, front and centre, telling him to.
Yeah, Charles Robinson, one of our...
wants to do is cost Shane Douglas this match by disqualification.
Championship prerogative. If Shane Douglas feels like he needs to catch an early bus, he can do that.
Surely Shane Douglas would have a chauffeur and driver alongside him, but I think you're revealing a bit too much about your favourite wrestler here, buddy.
Yeah, he didn't give me notes on that.
No, didn't think so.
Oh, absolutely flawless technique and so innovative from Shane Douglas there. So many people like to do high crossbodies. Shane Douglas, a nice beautiful crossbody right into the ropes, and Canyon is where Canyon should be, at the bottom, like a canyon. Get it?
Wordplay of a king.
You talk about innovation. Canyon known as the innovator of offense.
Yeah, he's really innovating Shane Douglas's perfectly legal punches there, and oh my god, he's also being innovatively kicked by Shane Douglas.
Well, I love to agree with my broadcast colleague here. Oh, look at that! He wants some innovation. How about that?
Pure fluke, pure luck. There's no way he'd be able to pull that off again.
Well, again, I was about to say I'm loath to agree with you on most counts, but Canyon needs to pull something out of the bag here because Shane Douglas has had him covered predominantly in this match. He's going again for that figure 4 leg lock. We saw this a lot last time he was competing against Canyon, and Canyon has him scouted this time.
No. I don't get paid if Douglas doesn't win. Come on, Shane. Come on.
Oh, look at... Oh, he's blocked the belly to back suplex.
I'm not walking home again after this show. I need that bus ticket.
You live on the East Coast, right? I mean, that's quite a walk for you.
Not letting go. Gripping onto Canyon, just like he'll be gripping onto the television title. And oh, what style, what finesse. Even his tassels on his boots are blowing in the breeze.
Oh, I was convinced that was 3.
Shane Douglas never misses a chance to show off, but Canyon showing the heart and determination of a champion here tonight.
You gotta wonder if Shane Douglas wasn't gloating to the crowd, could he have pulled out the 3 count? Look at Canyon here! Oh, what a move! Oh, and straight away.
Losing focus, absolutely no excusing it. And here we go, Shane Douglas, perfect technique on the schoolboy.
Oh, unbelievable.
What did I tell you? Perfect, clean wrestling match.
Steve Corino paying dividends here tonight. Once again, the reason that man right there, Shane Douglas, is still our WCW television champion.
Like I said, Canyon losing focus for that split second gave Shane Douglas a chance to recover from that big offense. And a schoolboy was all Shane Douglas needed to retain the title.
Some people might say he was gripping tight, but I call that hearsay.
And either way, up next, we have got more championship action when we see Lance Storm and Mike Awesome take on the champions of Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo.
Maple syrup, Canadian bacon, and here we have Team Canada. 2 of the most charismatic wrestlers you're ever likely to see.
I'm sorry, I think you have to revise your definition of charisma. I mean, these guys are technically excellent, but they are not much for fun in the ring. Just ask Ray and Conan, because they certainly didn't have fun last month at the Big Bang when they emphatically defeated them. But it's a hell of a challenge for O'Haire and Palumbo, but very different styles between Mike Awesome and Lance Storm. It'd be interesting to see if they've done their scouting, done their homework to beat these 2 guys tonight and retain their titles.
We see our tag team champions picking up an emphatic victory of their own last month over their former stablemates in the Natural Born Thrillers.
I mean, can you hear all that shrill cheering? I mean, it's clear that these fans are being paid for. I mean, there's no way that these guys can be that good looking, that charismatic, and that entertaining, and that impressive in the ring. I said, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's not fair.
Maybe it's not fair, but these guys do have the raw talent. They do have the potential to be main event quality here in WCW. Homegrown talent here in WCW as well, crucial. That's a very important point about these 2 men. They are in-house WCW talent, WCW stars, and they can exactly go right to the top here, especially the tag team division.
Uninterrupted tag team champions since February of this year. 4 months into their title reign, they have no interest in seeing it end.
And
There's no reason they've been able to hold on to the tag titles. Look at how much product they have in their hair.
What does that got to do with their tag team titles?
Belts are literally sticking to them.
Are you implying somehow that it gives them an unfair advantage in their matches?
That's exactly what I might be saying, depending if the result goes the way I want it to.
God. Oh, super kick there from O'Haire.
I thought the cruiserweights were able to springboard and jump around the ring, but we got to check this guy. There's no way he doesn't have some type of mechanism in his boots for him to be able to be that big and move that well.
That's just how good Sean O'Haire is.
O'Haire and Storm, technically impressive, technically flawless.
You can fly as much. You can fly as much as you like, but you are absolutely, definitely not flying with Air Canada.
Well, Lance Storm begs to differ there because he just threw Sean O'Haire up in the air there.
Exactly what I'm saying. They're flying with Air Canada. That's exactly what I said.
Oh! That was an interesting twist on a full Nelson there from Sean O'Haire. And now the big guns are out. Mike Awesome and Chuck Palumbo and these two stags already getting at it. Oh! Did Mike Awesome just block that?
All he has to do is stand still. You've heard about the immovable object. That's Mike Awesome.
The two more explosive forces in these tag teams colliding here. It's like gunpowder and fire meeting for the first time.
This is exactly what you want to see. See, Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo, they're all flash. They got youth, they got energy, but this is what you want to see in a tag team match. Look at where Mike Awesome is, and look where they have their opponent in their side of the ring. Not flipping around, not smiling to the crowd. They are doing the work right now. This is exactly what you want to see from a tag team match.
You may not like their tactics, but undoubtedly, Team Canada cutting off the ring and grinding down the tag team champions.
It is smart, if not a little bit tedious. Look at that from Mike Awesome. My goodness. Oh, hello. I don't think Mike Awesome noticed that he got tagged out. He was too busy admiring his own work to see Sean O'Haire got tagged in by Chuck Palumbo there. Instinctively, I must say.
You say instinctive, I say desperate.
Either way, Sean O'Haire is back in the match, and the momentum of this match has gone completely the way of the tag team champions.
Yeah, Captain Hairgel doing really well here, just trying to give Mike Awesome a makeover.
A makeover is right. I think I see some blood on Mike Awesome's face there.
Oh my God!
Well, if he wasn't busted open now, he certainly is after that kick to the head. Oh, and another one!
I think I just saw a tooth.
Lance Storm has to get in here. He's burned his tag to break up the pinfall attempt there. I'm sure if he wasn't at the apron there, I think Mike Awesome was out for the count.
Oh, and another. Are we getting a special on kicks in this match?
There's certainly some violence and some venom towards him, all right. Well, hello. We're going for an Awesome Bomb here?
Oh, there's a reason they call it the Awesome Bomb, because it is...
Oh no!
I'll hold my thought.
Wow,
We're
that is
seeing exactly what it means to all of these competitors to be champion in this promotion.
You don't often see people kick out of the Awesome Bomb, but that says so much about Sean O'Haire and how much retaining those tag titles mean to him and Chuck.
I'm telling you, it's the hair gel. It has to be the hair gel.
Right back in the corner. What these two got in mind here?
Oh!
Lance Storm going for something here. It's a
Oh my God!
That's a nasty pile driver from Lance Storm.
I know Lance Storm's as strong as he is boring.
You were describing as charismatic earlier today.
He's charismatic for a Canadian.
Oh, I see.
But still, the tag team champions will not be put down.
Seemed as there for a second that Lance Storm was running out of ideas. I mean, the pile driver didn't work. The Awesome Bomb didn't work. Sean O'Haire still in this contest. Oh, and he seemed to just get away from Lance Storm there again. Dare I say, Team Canada looking a bit complacent in this match. That's Chuck Palumbo got a mind here. Ooh! That didn't seem to quite go to plan for Chuck Palumbo, but he hit Lance Storm nonetheless.
He might have hit him the way he wanted, but gravity did the work. Oh my God!
Right in front of us here! You
I
can
was
tell
joking about
that's
Eric.
what he called Mike Awesome. Oh my
Joking
God.
about Air Canada before, but these guys are getting frequent flyer miles in this match.
You nearly landed near a lap, buddy.
Okay, I take back what I said. Lance, you really are very charismatic.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Oh, right on our announce table.
Oh, my Dr. Pepper. That is what the worst that can happen.
Well, what about Triple Lumbo here? He's got Lance Storm in the ring here. No, he kicks out at one. What's happening here?
Oh my God, ow.
This...
Side.
Look at that. He's trying to extend the spine there of Triple Lumbo. Just can't keep him. Perhaps the weight difference there, as much as we know Lance's excellent core strength. Ooh.
He may have core strength. He looks like a core stain on the mat now after that slam.
I have to say that I'm relieved that these four men have brought the action back in the ring here. Obviously, both looking for a correct decision here. Oh!
Oh my God!
Massive swipe there.
Oh,
no super kick! That has to be it. And now Mike Awesome has burned his tag. The referee's going to have to watch Team Canada now, because that's twice in this contest they've done that.
Everything up until this point has been nothing but thrilling and exciting, and I never thought I'd use those words when talking about a Team Canada match.
I mean, I thought the same thing when I saw Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare compete last time on pay-per-view. They really are bringing out the best matches here on WCW, no matter who they're competing against. Oh, tremendous slam there. Ooh.
Oh!
Forget that Lance Storm was the legal man there. Sean O'Hare was sensing danger. He had to break up that pin. But now...
Come on, ref. Two men in the ring at the same time. Get some control.
Look at this now. Looks like Palumbo's going to try and get a decision here. And that's Mike Awesome breaking the attempt again. The referee has to caution the Team Canada now about this.
Well, they're clearly playing by... Oh!
He's done it again.
Mike Awesome just doesn't like gravity.
Oh, neither does Lance Storm.
It's legal for him to leave his feet. I've never seen a man fly through the air and still look boring.
Oh, hang on. There's a side roll up here for Lance Storm. This could be it. Oh, he kicks out.
Although the last time I insulted Lance Storm, they nearly landed on us, so I take it back.
Probably best to keep your counsel until this match is over. Let's show here got a mind here. Oh! What on earth was that? Oh, Mike Awesome diving in to save his tag team partner. I don't blame him there. Lance Storm is out for the count. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. And another one from Sean O'Hare.
Oh my God!
What's it got in mind here? Is this it? Oh, he's gone for it. Mike Awesome, turn around, buddy. Oh, he kicked out.
These wrestlers have spent more time in the air than they have in the mat in this match.
Oh no, look at Mike Awesome here. Awesome bomb. And Lance Storm is surely about to pick up a win here, but Sean O'Hare's in the corner. Instinctive again.
He's in the wrong part of town.
Yeah.
Oh!
Is that it? He's got no one else to protect him. There's Palumbo.
Oh my God!
I thought Palumbo was out there from the assault in the corner. We didn't see it quite on camera here, but right in front of us, Mike Awesome was attacking Palumbo.
He wasn't out then, he is now. I think he just crashed into the barricade.
What about Sean O'Hare here? Full Nelson slam. He has to deal with Mike Awesome here.
I know they're a big fan of soccer in Canada. I think looks like Lance Storm's head was used like a soccer ball.
The crowd are at a fever pitch here. They've never seen his action this intense before. These four men haven't stopped a second since this match started. Oh, here comes Mike Awesome again. He's got to do it. Oh, he's knocked Colombo off the ring apron there.
Oh.
Four men are out in front of our
this is breaking
table
down
again.
This is broken down so much when we watch it back, it's going to look like a jigsaw. Oh.
These two men better get back in the ring here. Well, Charles Robinson's nearly at an 8 count here.
Did Mike Awesome break up the count?
I know, I think he did. The referee's still counting. The two legal men are back in the ring now.
Yeah, Lance has got to talk to Mike Awesome about that. They could easily have taken a win there and been able to go on to WCW management to reschedule.
Hang on.
Match.
Oh!
They've lost it. They've completely lost it.
What has Lance Storm done? Surely that was the best chance to win this match, and now he's going for submission. That's why he wants Sean O'Haire to tap out.
He snapped. He's actually snapped.
But look at that, Sean O'Haire using that frustration against him, and he's released himself from the and right under the jaw.
Left is right, up is down. Team Canada are throwing caution to the wind, and Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo are being exact and scientific in their wrestling. This is bizarre.
Shows you the crazy things that can happen here in the new era of WCW. I just wonder, will Lance Storm rue that chance he did to potentially win this contest for his team and win the tag team titles, crucially.
There's three things I could always count on: death, taxes, and Lance Storm being a consistent performer in the ring.
Hang on, this could be it. There you have it. Guys, what a match we've just seen.
Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire remain the WCW Tag Team Champions. But what a contest.
Gotta get myself some of that hair gel.
Well, I have to give props to Team Canada as well. They were fantastic competitors here tonight. But again, if you're Lance Storm, you had the chance to put Sean O'Haire away. You didn't take it. You wanted to tap him out instead. And that was the opportunity they lost.
Got a rush of blood to his face and then a rush of blood to his head.
And what a tag team contest that was. Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo retaining the tag team titles. But up next, we have got more championship action here at Bash at the Beach as we see a very unique tag team match for the United States Championship.
Well, I think it's fair to say that this is perhaps one of the most unique matches on the card, if not the most unique match. We've never seen a tag team contest before where all four men of this could walk out as United States champion. Some very uneasy alliances here, folks.
And all of this predicated by the egos on display from Totally Buff, Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell. Each wants to be United States champion. DDP more than happy to defend against both of them, but can he trust his tag team partner here tonight?
They may have big egos, but they also have big muscles, and big muscles equal big wins.
It didn't last time at the Big Bang when Lex Luger lost that US Championship match to DDP, but needless to say,
everybody knows Lex Luger stronger at the beach.
That may be seen perhaps as a proverbial hometown advantage here for Lex in his natural habitat, but nevertheless, this is pretty much a perfect example of how the Magnificent Seven have kind of been falling apart the last couple of weeks, guys.
Undoubtedly, they are a tag team in this contest, but everyone is out for themselves.
There's no honor among thieves, and there's certainly no honor in what Buff Bagwell is wearing on his head.
I mean, it wouldn't be Buff Bagwell if he wasn't looking to catch the eye of everyone here in the arena tonight.
I wouldn't mind if he caught a wave and floated out to sea.
Well, that's your view, but look, I mean, like I said, like this is a tremendous opportunity for Buff himself, who again, not the most successful return on to WCW television, but this is a great reset for him as well. Like he could easily get himself a United States Championship title just by simply getting ahead of his teammates. You know how much disruption that's going to cause in this, shall we say, totally buff tag team, if we can call it that.
Well, it was only 1 month ago he came up short against the third member of the Triad, Kanyon. Kanyon, of course, going on to that television title situation. Buff finding his way, failing upwards into the United States title picture.
It's who you know in this business, apparently, and he just happens to be tag team partners with Lex Luger.
And here we see the unpredictable X Factor in this contest. Bam Bam Bigelow, longtime stablemate of Diamond Dallas Page, making his return to WCW on a recent Nitro, making it clear that he was going to back up DDP in this match, but that he was not afraid to take the win and the championship from his tag team partner.
He doesn't seem like he's afraid of even hitting himself. Like, Bam Bam, I know we're at Bash at the Beach, but that doesn't mean you have to bash yourself.
It's how Bigelow gets himself psyched up for these matches. Bam Bam by name and Bam Bam by nature.
Get him psyched up. He's a psycho.
Beast from the East, not afraid of a confrontation, but here comes his tag team partner and the United States champion.
Listen to the reception from the crowd. We are certainly in DDP country tonight, guys.
DDP calls himself the People's Champion, and this is why. They love him. A man of the people.
Well, the man of the people has got himself in quite a predicament here. Needless to say, he's gone up against two strong members of the WCW roster here, but he's also got himself another uneasy alliance with Bam Bam Bigelow. You mentioned earlier on that Bam will have no issue taking the pin and winning that championship belt if it comes to it. So DDP has to be on top of his game here and keep control of the match to secure that title back.
He's a man of the people, and he's a man of not very intelligent people because of the situation he has himself in.
But it may be telling that this one is a tag team contest, but all four men coming out separately.
That is a very, very good point. I need to say this is a tag team match in all but name. This is what we would call traditionally a fatal four-way. Just so happens that two men have to stay on the holding the tag rope during it.
Certainly, unlike in a traditional tag team contest, the stakes are very, very different. Leaving it to your partner may not be in your own best interest here.
That is certainly true.
If you say steaks too many times, I think Bam Bam's gonna come over and be looking for something with pepper sauce.
But Bam Bam's hands are full here with Lex Luger.
Instant strategy from Bam Bam to start this match off. He obviously wants to lay a marker on the narcissistic Lex Luger early, and very much show this WCW crowd what they've been missing over the last couple of weeks. As I said, he's only recently back on our TV screens here on ESPN, and may I say, it's good to have him back here at WCW.
No doubt about that. One of the all-time greats. A super heavyweight who can move like a cruiserweight.
Well, let's just say, if you look at the likes of O'Hare and Palumbo earlier tonight, and Mike Awesome, none of those men would have shown the impressiveness they had it not been for Bam Bam really much carving the path for those guys who can do both power and agility in the same ring.
If Bigelow jumps out of this ring, I'm going home.
Bam Bam, jump out, buddy. There could be more space at this table before we early.
Ah! Oh my God! Oh no, he was thrown out of the ring. Thrown out of the ring. I've lost one Dr. Pepper tonight. I can't lose another. Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! Lex Luger sensing an opportunity there and spiking DDP on the apron there. Guys, I think he's. I can see some blood on DDP's forehead there. I think that cut him open.
It's a great way to have a new champion if you have the current champion concussed.
Lex Luger sent careening into that wooden ring barrier. DDP back on the apron, but Lex Luger not letting it lay. Both men going after the illegal partners.
Divide and conquer, as they say. Look, I can't imagine this has been a strategy that Luger and Buff have discussed, certainly, and perhaps Bam and DDP have come in with a game plan here. But like I said, you have to be the right place, the right time to win that US Championship.
You just used the word strategy and Buff Bagwell at the same time.
He's in the Magnificent Seven for a reason, guys. Strategy or not, he's there for one specific purpose.
I dare say he's in it for his own interests, but we will see how that plays out. Here we are seeing a tag team combination move from the Jersey Triad.
I think DDP would be looking to get a mark of revenge on Lex Luger for that DDT earlier on today, right on the apron, and certainly has opened up a wound on DDP's, just over his left eyebrow there.
The odds are not in DDP's favor in a way that few champions have ever had to contend with.
Every single move Lex Luger's doing is focusing on the head of DDP.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, let's just say, like, he hit the money when it came for the that DDT on the apron. DDP now has a very obvious target on his head.
Ow! Talking about getting hit in your head.
Brutal atomic drops.
Look at this.
DDP's reeling. You have an opportunity to get yourself. And you know what? I never usually cheer for DDP, but I'm just so happy to see someone hitting Buff Bagwell. Hit him again, Dallas.
We've had this conversation before, guys, last time on pay-per-view on ESPN, and it was the same thing that happened with Buff Bagwell. He had the chance to take out Kanyon, but the arrogance, the hubris just got in the way, and he lost the match very much because of that.
A rank display of cockiness, definitely not paying off for Bagwell.
Certainly not, and bear in mind as well, he isn't just fighting for himself here. He is tag team partners with Lex Luger here, so if he was to eat the pinfall tonight and lose Luger's opportunity to get that US title, fair to say those fractures that are appearing in the Magnificent Seven already are going to get so much worse.
DDP in a moment of desperation, handing it off to his tag partner.
Once again, Buff Bagwell too busy shouting to this Florida natives here to notice that Bigelow had tagged in.
You can see Bam Bam, he's crazy. DDP loves gloating with the fans. Lex Luger is a legitimate wrestling legend, but honestly, anyone but Buff. Please.
See Luger showing his frustration here, and he caught the attention of Bam Bam. And he's getting himself introduced into the ring here. Or maybe not. Ooh. Some impressive strength there from Lex Luger.
The total package showing how he got the name, and Bigelow now following him to the outside, and he's fighting both members.
If he getting there just as quick, he still needs to keep control of this match here for his team. One thing to lose to Bam Bam, but it's another to lose to two members of the Magnificent Seven here.
Ow.
We cannot forget DDP was part of the skirmish at the end of Big Bang last month. He has already tasted the wrath of the Seven.
Bam Bam cleaning house here, keeping both Luger and Buff at bay here. DDP must be relieved that he has.
It looked like DDP may have wanted the tag. Bigelow deciding not to go for it.
Well, he has an opportunity here. There could be a US Championship in his near future by keeping DDP on the apron.
Come on, Bam Bam. Hey, do you think Bam Bam's favorite cereal is Fruity Pebbles? because of the Flintstones. My material is wasted on you two.
I just didn't want to dignify that with an answer.
No.
And it does seem at this point like it's Bigelow's plan to go it alone.
I'm sure
all I know is the right person is on the outside of the ring, and as long as he doesn't win, I go home happy.
Well, I think it was very telling there that when Luger got the ascendancy on Bam Bam there, the first person he was posing to was his teammate. Oh! There's an opportunity here for Bam Bam. Oh!
Asbury Park.
Maybe it was the Woods that Luger was stronger in.
I don't think we've ever seen that before, where DDP has broken with pinfall for his own tag team partner because he doesn't want to lose this belt. This is such a complicated match to keep track of.
There is a very good chance that DDP just saved his title reign there.
For all of the problems that we think these guys are having, DDP and Bam Bam are actually working very consistently together. Oh, God. Come on, referee. Step in. It has to be something he's doing is illegal. His fashion sense is illegal. His facial hair has to be illegal. Somebody put an end to this man.
Oh, I think DDP heard you there, buddy.
Bam Bam.
And now Bam Bam returned the favor for DDP interfering earlier on.
Bam Bam. Bad Bam Bam.
Oh.
It's becoming more and more apparent how much this title actually means to each of the individuals in this contest.
You can talk about the honor of a championship. You can also talk about the payday that comes with having a championship as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you're guaranteed on the card. You're guaranteed on most shows if you're holding that championship belt. Oh, it's a diamond cutter. This could be it.
I wasn't looking. What happened?
Buff Bagwell never saw it coming.
I needed a Bam Bam. Crucially, he was too busy on the outside here. Looked like he was checking his eyes there. I think he got a raked by Buff. Buff comes back in. He gets hit by a diamond cutter, and it's as easy as that.
DDP, the master technician, picked his point, picked his spot.
Yeah. DDP's the champion, but more importantly, who did he beat for it? Yes.
There you see Bam Bam Bigelow clapping for his tag team partner. When all is said and done, things seem to be okay with the triad.
For now.
Diamond Dallas Page remains United States champion. So at this point, we once again cut to the backstage area where we see the interviewer waiting with World Heavyweight Champion Booker T.
I got a lot of respect for Macho Man. No, I'm not gonna call him. Not gonna call him Macho. No, because there's nothing macho about what he did to my brother. Okay. I'll call you exactly what you are. Randall. That what you want to do, Randall? You want to run around, you want to try and get to the champ by going through my brother. Well, you've done something that I thought even you were too crazy to do, and you made it personal with me. So, you say you want me one-on-one. You say you want to see what I can do. You think that Stevie Ray was holding me back. No, man. No. He was keeping me from doing what I'm going to do to you. And as much respect as I have for what you've done in this business, I am the champ. And you are going to have to deal with a lot more than the heat from Harlem, because Booker T is bringing the streets. Now, can you dig that, sucker?
With that, Booker T certainly seems ready for our main event. Before that, we may be witnessing the implosion of the Magnificent Seven.
Well, it says a lot that this eclectic mix that we call Team WCW seems like more of a cohesive unit than the Magnificent Seven are right now.
Certainly, ego has proven to be a massive, massive factor in what should be a dominant stable here in the industry.
You really do have to wonder what a loss is going to do if the Steiner brothers and Animal, who they've obviously recruited as part of this desperate plea to get the Magnificent Seven back on track. If this fails, what next for this team?
You know, with that siren going off, you think there's a bunch of dogs barking, but no, it's just the Steiners in the ring.
But it is their calling card, to be fair.
Both Steiners looking ready. Being joined by another tag team veteran. Longtime enforcer of the Magnificent Seven.
It doesn't get any more intimidating, more powerful than Road Warrior Animal, someone who has marauded a tag team division for decades at this stage. He has everything when it comes to experience in tag team divisions. Perhaps he can make this a cohesive unit. You never know. Stranger things have happened.
This guy is so crazy. I told him I hit a fox on the highway, and he said, "Did you leave any for me?" This guy's crazy. Wow.
He's certainly trying to intimidate the locals here in Daytona Beach, but I think he needs to focus really on the opponents here tonight, because, as I said, this is more significant in the context of what's happening with the Magnificent Seven right now.
No doubt about it, the Magnificent Seven side has 3 tag team specialists. It is not something WCW can boast. But Team WCW are not to be overlooked.
Like I said, when you're on the same page, it doesn't really matter if you're experienced in tag team or not. And when it comes to experience, what better than the 16-time world champion, the Nature Boy, back in action tonight, live on pay-per-view. What a humbling experience this is for all of us, guys.
When we returned with the reboot of WCW, we did not know where the loyalties of the Nature Boy lay. He has since shown all of us, and perhaps most importantly his tag team partner Sting, that he is WCW to the core.
There's a lot of things I could say about the Nature Boy, and unfortunately all of them are positive, so I'm just going to let him do his thing.
Well, one man who would not agree with you on that is his opponent tonight, Scott Steiner, who has been outspoken in his dislike for the Nature Boy.
Well, look, I think we were all skeptical when he came back at the Big Bang, immediately talking to Eric Bischoff about the direction this is going. But he's won us all over at this stage. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, the Steiners may be dogs, but this guy is an apex predator, a bona fide alpha wolf.
Absolutely, the Wolfpack still lives on strong in Kevin Nash here, and like I said, when it comes to factions and their inevitable fates, no one knows that better than Kevin Nash does. He knows what happens when something falls apart, and no doubt he is going to try and keep this unit as cohesive as possible, and perhaps just wait out the Steiners and Animal here tonight.
That is undeniably true. Kevin Nash, no stranger to 6-man tag matches at Bash at the Beach. Tonight looking to sow discord.
Like I said, much on the point about egos, the Steiners, the Animal, we know how big their egos are. Let's not forget that their opponents, Flair, Nash, and Sting, they're going to have to keep their egos in check if they're going to win here tonight.
All 3 men more notable for being single stars. But tonight they come together with a unified purpose.
And here he is, perhaps the person that unified him to begin with. The man who saw out our show last time at the Big Bang live on pay-per-view. The man who, well, seemed to start sowing that doubt in the Magnificent Seven and really rallied the troops when it came to this new WCW. I can't think of anyone better to lead this team into battle.
The icon, the spirit, the soul of WCW, the Stinger, bringing it all together here tonight.
The Stinger used to be a surfer. Now he's a crow, scorpion, baseball player?
You can put as many adjectives you want on it. There's one adequate word to describe him, and that is Sting.
Doesn't he play with the police?
That's a different Sting.
And we're well over 20 world championship reigns between this team of Flair, Sting, and Nash. You know they are at an elite level in this industry.
Huh. Immediately, Rick Steiner playing mind games with Ric Flair.
Handing him off to the enforcer of the Seven. And immediately the tag team specialist cutting off the ring and making the tag.
I can't believe that someone who was so closely tied to the Magnificent Seven would even think about going up against them. It just shows you just how inconsistent Flair is really being.
Are you trying to imply that Ric Flair's motives are a little bit cloudy there?
He's the dirtiest player in the game for a reason.
He is that, but Ric Flair with so much to prove that he is no longer a member. And seeing how the other members are treating him right now, it is hard to disagree with that. Here again, we are seeing Scott Steiner taking shots at Ric Flair, doing push-ups as Flair was trying to recover on the outside.
Quite telling as well that Scott finally got himself in the ring here when you realised Ric Flair was struggling in the early part of this match.
Let's see how he does with Big Daddy Cool.
Oh!
Kevin Nash is the type of guy to turn anyone into a cruiserweight. He'll make you flip.
I think compared to the 7-foot giant that is Kevin Nash, everybody looks like a cruiserweight. No, never mind his incredible strength and power.
Did we just agree on something?
I know. I'm trying not to notice.
Scott Steiner trying for the cheap shot on Ric Flair. Flair depositing him back in the ring.
Nash really would torque it in here, and it has to be Animal to save his teammate there, and immediately walk into that fantastic slam there by Kevin Nash.
Animal turned into the roadkill. He tried to take off the bonnet of my car earlier today.
You might want to report that to Eric Bischoff. He's not meant to do that.
Every single competitor in here has absolute legitimate credibility. Usually I like to pick a guy. Usually I kind of have an idea of who's going to win, but realistically you have the cohesive unit in the former Magnificent Seven, wink, and then you have absolute legitimate, and I will say bona fide legends in the other corner, in all corners.
Like I said,
this is a testament to the star power of this rebooted WCW. At just the quality of talent in this match.
I mean, these six are arguably some of the bedrock that WCW was built on. And again, in these early stages of our, proverbially, our rebirth here on ESPN, these are all vying for position, vying for power. And speaking of power, what a choke slam!
He went up so high, I think he got a nosebleed.
Surprised that wasn't just a nose, it was bleeding. My goodness, the height on that elevation of that choke slam. And again, Animal getting himself into trouble here for breaking the pin a second time in this match.
No. Those aren't clean punches. Those are personal punches. Oh my God.
Fair to say, Rick Steiner is happy to do the bidding of his brother here, who, as my broadcast colleague mentioned earlier today, has been in a war of words with the Nature Boy over the last couple of weeks on Nitro, and they'll be more than happy to get their licks in now on the 16-time world champion.
Like, if these guys are trying to convince us that Ric Flair isn't part of the Magnificent Seven anymore, they're doing a really, really, really good job.
And nobody took the Ric Flair leaving the Seven worse than the Steiners, seeing it as a personal betrayal.
And here comes the Icon. He has bided his time in this match so far. He has waited and took his opportunity. And now he's taking on two of this team immediately already. No stopping the Icon right now.
Sting in the unique position of nobody in the industry has ever been both tag partners and opponents with everybody in this match to the degree of Sting.
I mean, famously, the feuds, the rivalry he's had with his on and off nemesis, Ric Flair. They're both standing on the same corner here tonight, which should speak volumes. Wow, look at Sting! Straight away up from that slam.
And that is why he is the Icon. That is why he is the soul of World Championship Wrestling.
This crowd knows that they are chanting his name so loud here in Daytona Beach. I can barely hear myself think.
Oh my God! I'm lost for words. I can barely hear anything. I don't know what's going on. And now there's a man having his face rubbed into the canvas. Oh my God.
Kevin Nash in no way opposed to inflicting pain on his opponents here.
Kevin Nash is so big, when he sneezes, everyone else has to say bless you, not out of politeness, but out of fear. Oh my God.
Wow, what a suplex that is by Big Papa Pump. I say, you don't see many people take Kevin Nash off his feet, but Scott Steiner is certainly an exception to that rule.
I think he buckled the ring.
Scott Steiner may have put it best himself when he calls himself a genetic freak.
A genetic freak needs some help here, because both Rick and Animal now in the ring. Kevin Nash is taking three men on at once here. Referee Charles Robinson really needs to get control of this match here, because it's starting to break down here.
Well, it was 3 against 1, now 2 against 1, and those odds were not looking good for Kevin Nash, but he seemed to got the calculator.
Hold on a second, jackknife!
Oh my God.
And immediately, the Magnificent Seven are on him like flies.
You know that Kevin Nash is a chiropractor just by force.
Oh, smart there by Ric Flair.
Pride.
Oh, Scotty Steiner not taking too well to that, and oh my God.
Well, Scott Steiner got a mind here.
Oh.
Steiner flatliner.
Down to 100. Oh my God.
I think it goes as
Bodies everywhere.
We are seeing the textbook divide and conquer tactic in play, but Kevin Nash.
trying to be the ultimate power move there of Kevin Nash, trying to pin Scott Steiner right in front of his brother, just goading him into entering the ring here. And now Kevin Nash is alone with Scott Steiner. This could be the best opportunity so far to win the match for Team WCW.
You can't build muscles on your face. And I think it's very telling that Kevin Nash is striking one of the few parts of the body of Scott Steiner that he's not able to strap iron to and build up into a massive hulk of meat. Ow. Now we talk about opportunists. Ric Flair sliding into the ring when Scott Steiner was. Oh my! I was just going to say how was
player in the game.
I was going to say how was that a DQ, but
Charles Robinson maybe looking the other way on this one.
When you're the boss, I think you get a free one.
Oh my God! It's a tap out. Scott Steiner didn't waste any time there, did he?
While being kicked.
And it may have been the effects of the low blow. It may have been the assault from Kevin Nash, but Scott Steiner has just tapped out to Ric Flair. And you have to imagine he is not going to be happy about this.
Well, as is often the case with Scott Steiner, his mathematics are not the best. But that was an equal playing field there for the Magnificent Seven, and they came up short. Scott, the numbers don't lie for you, pal.
That was 7 minus that figure 4.
Speaking of the Magnificent Seven, up next we are going to see one of its most prominent members, Jeff Jarrett, the chosen one of the old WCW. He has been butting heads with Eric Bischoff since day one of the reboot. And tonight, Bischoff has something special up his sleeve for Jeff Jarrett.
If you're Jeff Jarrett, this is what happens when you try and cross the boss. You got under the skin of Eric Bischoff, who you know is in charge of the show right now. He's the captain of this proverbial ship, and you're trying to challenge his authority. Well, you gotta get what's coming to you, JJ. You're going to get whatever Eric Bischoff has under his sleeve. And listen, I don't want to cast aspersions here, but when it's Eric Bischoff, he has a lot of people in that Rolodex of his. This could be anyone that could walk out this curtain here, folks.
He has made allusion that it is somebody with a personal connection to Jeff Jarrett, but it has not been a good night for the members of the Magnificent Seven. Every other member has come up short.
For the second pay-per-view in a row, might I add.
Jeff Jarrett looking to buck the trend right now, but he has had no time to prepare. He has no idea who's coming out here.
Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Hang on. What? No way! It's Brian Armstrong!
Oh, you didn't know?
Wow! I certainly don't think anyone did. But again, you're talking about personal connections to Jeff Jarrett. This is his former roadie. The man who knows him the best out of anyone else in this business. And you can see Jeff Jarrett's already shocked to see Brian Armstrong in a WCW ring.
There's no way this can actually be a match. He's just coming out to tune the strings of the guitar. No way.
Doesn't look like it right now. He is jaw-jacking on his way to the ring here. The Florida native here are stunned to see Brian Armstrong here tonight. And look at Jeff Jarrett. His jaw is on the floor. Certainly wasn't prepared for this.
Not only is this a coup for WCW, it is a coup for Eric Bischoff to be playing these kind of mind games with Jeff Jarrett.
Let's see how Jeff Jarrett responds to this, because Brian Armstrong is not wasting any time here. He is getting straight at it. I would say Jeff Jarrett was caught a bit cold here by the mystery opponent by Eric Bischoff.
Certainly taken off guard, but trying to regain his composure and get back in this one, and gets dumped to the outside.
This is the age-old battle. It is teacher versus student. This is the roadie versus the superstar. It's hip-hop versus country music.
A real battle of the ages.
Jarrett already trying to weaken the leg of Armstrong to set up for that figure 4.
Jeff Jarrett is livid to see him here.
Jeff Jarrett trying to get a quick win. I don't think he wants to be staying in this ring any more than he has to. Ow.
I mean, Jeff Jarrett is obviously frustrated and annoyed to see Brian Armstrong back in the ring here for the first time in, like, how many years that these two have been working with each other? 10, 12 years? It's a long time. And again, for Jarrett just for Brian to be used as Eric Bischoff's proverbial attack dog here, it's not going to go well for him here. Surely not.
Those one-liners are supposed to be my thing.
There are very few competitors in this industry who know Jarrett inside and out as well as Brian Armstrong.
Like you talk about legacy in wrestling, these two have such a strong history. They are family wrestlers. This isn't just about getting a paycheck. This is what these boys do.
That's a very, very good point. These two names have been in the wrestling industry for generations. The Armstrongs, the Jarretts. This is more about their personal adoration. This is about family pride as well.
Mama Armstrong, definitely not happy with that.
Well, I think Brian knows to call somebody if he needs help.
That he does know. Oh, such a big back body drop. Look, I'll make it known. I don't particularly like either of these guys' musical taste, but I can't fault them in the ring. Absolutely everything they're doing here is oh my God, all the way from Alabama. Everything they do is crisp. It's clean. It's exactly what you want to see in a wrestling match. And it's the added fact that the two of them absolutely despise each other makes it so much more fun to watch.
I mean, there's nothing stopping this match from getting degenerate quickly between these two men. There's a certain degree of violence already in this contest, and it's just going to get more personal the more this goes on.
You can see it in the shot they're throwing. This goes beyond a match, dropping him to the outside.
Not just that, but he was a nasty spill on the apron on the way down. Now was Brian Armstrong going, moonsault! Oh, he's missed it!
Jump off the top rope once, fail on you. Jump off the top rope twice. Shame on me. Oh my God. Do you think Eric Bischoff kept the receipt?
I think Brian Armstrong's going to need several minutes here to recover from that, because while that could have been curtains for Jeff Jarrett in this match, that last minute roll may have saved him in this contest, because Brian Armstrong hit the man hard for that moonsault.
Usually so measured, usually so methodical, Jeff Jarrett, and now he's just absolutely laying waste to his former roadie.
As you said, this is personal between the two.
You don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit in the wind, and you don't try and surprise Jeff Jarrett with a personal opponent.
As you slowly learn to find out there. Sick neck breaker. Brian Armstrong wisely rolling out of the ring to try and catch a breather. He has been out of sorts since that failed moonsault earlier in the match. And right in front of us here.
Into the corner of our table, taking the point directly to the abdomen.
Yep, again, the same place that he landed on the mat a couple of moments ago. Oh, look at that. Brian Armstrong can try to get back in this match here. Some level of momentum. He certainly needs it right now, because it's all been Jarrett for the last couple of minutes.
Oh, what's he thinking here? What is he doing here?
No.
God.
Oh!
God.
Off the apron.
Okay, we got to get a stretcher. We got to get a doctor in here. There's no way this match needs to continue. Oh, my God.
On
off the apron onto the floor and fully into a neck breaker. Does Bischoff know what he's doing here? Does he know what he's after facilitating? This is all his fault.
Things have got personal quickly here between Brian Armstrong and Jeff Jarrett. The referee's trying to control this match here, but it's not very successful. These two are still fighting on the outside. The referee's count now has started to become to the second half of his count here, and they're still not heeding his warnings.
Oh my God. I done seen about everything, but I've never seen a dog fly. Oh, that's just crass and possibly trademark infringement.
Making it clear how he feels about Jeff Jarrett here.
Jarrett needs to get in here. Oh, Brian Armstrong has broke the count.
Oh my God.
With the baseball slide to Jarrett, but Jarrett takes out the legs.
Jeff Jarrett perhaps using that wave of emotion there.
Oh! Look out, the
Oh!
pump handle.
Shake, rattle, and roll. Is that it? Is that enough? No!
Okay, you can say what you want about Jeff Jarrett. He's tough.
That would have been curtains for others. Oh! Jeff Jarrett might want the call for assistance here, but he's just hanging in this match here.
They say every dog has his day, but Brian Armstrong, what does he have to do to take out Jarrett here?
Ow! Everything that Brian Armstrong has been doing has been filled with emotion and force and impact, and he's just not moving with the same speed and ferocity that he did at the start of the match.
Oh, and that could be it for Jeff Jarrett. Wiz is enough to count the pin. No! No, it is not.
Somehow Brian Armstrong remains in this.
Like, this is exactly what it means. This is exactly what it means for a hardworking, decent person like Jeff Jarrett to have a manipulative, controlling boss like Eric Bischoff.
I don't know what you're saying. What he's saying, buddy. I'm pretty sure he's just backstage there. I'm gonna be careful with that.
Anything that I say can and will be held against everyone but me. Just trying to hit the referee. Ho ho ho! Looks like Jeff Jarrett might be trying to tune up a little special instrument that he tends to bring to the ring with him.
I think I won't be speaking out of turn here. Well, hang on. Oh! I want to get another look at that, but I'm nearly sure Brian Armstrong's knee landed right across the face of Jeff Jarrett there. That looked like a nasty impact.
He's not smart, he's not good looking, and he just keeps flinging himself in absolute dangerous situations, and look where it's gotten him.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett looking to outfox Brian Armstrong here, and perhaps, as you said, Macaulay, this could be the best opportunity for Jeff Jarrett to win this match, because Brian Armstrong is coming in hot here.
Jeff just slowing things down, making sure that Brian Armstrong does exactly what a good roadie should do. And I spoke too soon.
Yeah, look at this roadie is thinking he just should be one up more on the talent he's following around here. Oh, raking the eyes, and right in front.
God.
Right in front of the crowd here in Daytona Beach. Hang on, he held the ropes.
This is a controversial finish. Charles Robinson ignoring the rope break.
Wow.
You don't need to worry about your boss when you have a referee in your back pocket.
Jeff Jarrett picking up the win, but under extremely controversial circumstances. And Charles Robinson already having left the ring. I think he's going to have to go have a talk with somebody. Up next, we have got our main event. We have heard from Randy Savage. We have heard from Booker T, but it is time to see what happens when they go head to head. Thankfully, a different referee, Mark Johnson, sent out here to officiate this contest. Charles Robinson gonna have to be put under review for that call.
Absolutely. I mean, he missed a low blow. He missed the rope break there from Brian Armstrong, but we need to change track here. At least Mark Johnson is here out in a ringside, because this is our main event. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this needs to be called right down the middle because of how personal this has got between the Macho Man and the 5-time World Champion Booker T.
This has been a crazy night. You could almost say that it's been a mad night here at Bash of the Beach.
Well, absolutely, and it's been nothing but madness since this man came back to WCW on our first night back on ESPN, and ever since then he has had his eyes set on being top of the pile here in WCW. What better way then to challenge the world champion?
But what a way to do it, taking out his brother with a tire iron. He has certainly lit a fire under Booker T. Tonight we'll see if he gets burned by those flames.
Well, listen, Booker T is very, very familiar with the heat, and he'd be looking to turn it up against Macho Man here. You do not want to annoy this man right here, because all he does is wrap up the intensity, and it just takes a bookend, it just takes a bicycle kick, and this man will have his championship retained. But let's not forget, Macho Man is still one of the greatest to ever do it here in this professional wrestling business. He could easily just hit the top rope, hit that elbow drop, and that could be curtains for Booker T. This is too tough to call, guys.
I think Booker T, as talented as he is, and as much as I hate to admit it, I think he's in over his head here. I think the more wilier veteran has Booker tilted.
Well, I think one way or another, after what has been a wild night, after what has been a crazy night, this match could supersede it all. A premier main event anywhere in the world. World champion Booker T taking on one of the greatest of all time in the Macho Man Randy Savage.
In a lot of people's eyes, this is a dream match. The past of professional wrestling arguably meeting the present in Booker T. A match for the ages here, and it is for the big one, the World Championship.
The question does remain, when the past meets the present, who will be the future?
Well, if you're asked the Macho Man, he is eternal, he is all three, but that will remain to be seen. Booker T, obviously, temper's running high after what happened to Stevie Ray, who's no doubt watching alongside here, but this is just going to have to be as calm, as collected as he can. He's still the world champion. He needs to put this legend of the business away. For Macho Man, I suppose the game plan is simple. Continue to get under the skin of Booker T.
Going to be very interesting to see if Booker T is going to be able to keep his cool here.
Or is it easier for Booker T to just let that frustration go and overwhelm the Macho Man with his physical offense? Let's find out here. This match has not wasted any time in breaking down. These two are fighting and brawling in the ring here. Not even a collar and elbow tie-up. This is punches and kicks here. And look at Booker T. He's firing up on Macho Man here.
It's a good thing we're on pay-per-view, because you definitely wouldn't be able to say that live on television.
Certainly not. I don't intend to repeat it either from Booker T.
Look, everything with Macho Man, you're never really sure. Is he actually crazy or crazy like a fox? But to annoy someone and piss somebody off so badly that he's just having an absolute horrible time now. I can't understand that this is going the way he thought it would go.
Well, we should remember here that the Booker T has had a good 3 weeks to stew on what's happened to his brother Stevie Ray. He has had to bottle up these emotions. He's had to wait for the right time. And look at that drop kick. You tell me. Either way, this strategy could work both ways for Booker T, but so far, it's really working to his advantage.
Ow!
What a spine buster that is. Wow, Macho Man has not had a chance in this match so far. Booker T has just overwhelmed him with the frustration he has built up over this time. Oh, and a DDT! Whoa.
Oh my God.
Wow, that just seemed to wake up the Macho Man.
Oh, the madness is running wild now. Maybe that's what he was hoping for.
So is the blood trickling from his forehead. That DDT caught him right flush on the canvas here. And straight away back to the outside here.
Macho Man's got his back against the wall. It's do or die. Everything is on the line here. He's pushed Booker T to his absolute breaking point, and now he has nothing to do but try and prove that he is in fact the best ever. Not the best wrestler, not the best talker, just the best ever. And you can see now, he's after waking up. He's let Booker T come at him. He's let Booker T throw absolutely everything he could at him, and maybe Booker T has punched himself out of this match.
You could be right here. I mean, those two suplexes, one to the steps and one to the barricades. It's a unique offense from the Macho Man here.
Crazy like a fox. And Booker T he's not able to stand up anymore. He's completely lost, and all of that emotion is after completely draining him. You're supposed to stay calm in a championship match, and this is the difference. Booker T is amazing, but he's still inexperienced when it comes to dealing with someone like Randy Savage.
He said the veteran instincts of the Macho Man here was going to come into play, that would be for sure. And he said he was let Booker T wait there, let him stew on that 10 count. He was literally trying to recover the outside. He had to answer Mark Johnson's call. And that was a nasty impact on the turnbuckle. And now Booker T is also bleeding from the forehead. This match is ramping up in intensity fast here.
Anything done in haste now, anything that either competitor is doing that isn't measured and where they're taking their time seems to be backfiring. Each time both competitors have tried to rush their maneuvers. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Macho Man rolling back to years there. Is this enough to kick out? No, Booker T just before the 3 count and is retaining his world championship as it stands. But Macho Man has him covered right now.
What Booker T does not want to be doing. Booker T is all about impact and movement. This is exactly what you don't want to be doing. I'd roll, beg, borrow, and steal and get myself away from this.
Here we go.
Macho Man's gonna fly.
He's got the elbow. Is this enough? We have a new world champion? No!
I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
When is the last time you've seen someone kick out from the Macho Man elbow drop? I think history might be made here, folks.
He kicked out, but Booker T's not doing much. Oh my God, I spoke too soon.
He certainly did. Booker T has not given up in this match here.
And
a big backdroddy drop.
Booker T said he's bringing not the heat, but the streets. Now it's getting down. It's getting dirty. And Booker T is throwing absolutely everything he can. Macho Man.
But the fact that Booker T is still in this shows exactly what our world heavyweight champion is made of.
Absolutely. Not many people can resist that elbow drop, the patented signature maneuver of the Macho Man, and live to tell the tale. And not only that, he's regained control of this match. We're in trouble here.
Oh, Booker.
Macho Man cuts him off at the pass here.
Oh, my God.
What a drop kick.
Every single match.
Something planned here.
Everything from the start of this pay-per-view, every single match has been a step up in intensity, in thrills, in excitement, and oh my God. We thought we saw it all, and Booker T's removing parts of our announce desk. This can't be safe at all.
He's coming back to us here. Here we go.
Savage made this personal. Get out of the way, guys.
We're in trouble here. What has Booker T got in mind here?
That's me, Dr. Pepper.
It's a bookend! Truer and stable. Wow.
Booker T looking to make a point to Randy Savage here.
Absolute carnage here at ringside. Her announce table literally exploded with that bookend. Flapjack.
The crowd is on Booker T's side. Stevie Ray has to be happy with what he's seen here. And is he setting it up? Oh my God, I don't believe it.
He's going to do it.
Oh.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Wait.
Oh! Booker T having to improvise there as Macho Man started lifting himself up off the mat there. He still managed to keep the Macho Man down. But look at this. Macho Man, oh, I thought Macho Man caught him in a trap there.
Oh, Macho missed. And Booker T. Oh, Spinebuster.
Here we go. He's going for it. Oh!
Oh my God!
That hit it.
Hangover.
Is it enough? Yes, it is.
Stevie Ray smiling from ear to ear. Macho Man laid out flat.
That was for his brother, no doubt. And Booker T has just beaten Macho Man Randy Savage and is still our world champion. What a match.
And what a feather in the cap of this young champion. Picking up a win over one of the all-time greats. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Bash at the Beach. We will see you on Friday for Nitro.